Alright, so here's the deal. I've got to do a comparison between the Barrett 4050. All you commercial people will probably have heard of this, and the Codan Envoy. And I'm a Codan man, so I'll be pushing the Codan Barrow, but not much of a Barrett fan in the past, but the 4050 is pretty impressive given its remote accessibility. As the Codan's got remote access as well, and not quite as nice interface on the mobile smartphones, but anyway, and the Barrett is the networking capabilities of the Barrett's built into the Barrett, as opposed to the Codan, which here is an aftermarket Smart Link or Etherlink. The Codan version of that's called a Smart Link, but as well as you'll need option codes, sales option codes on the Codan to make the remote access work. Okay, coming across to the interfaces at PC level, you'll see them both there, the Barrett 4050. They're both very similar in the way they display. You'll notice the Barrett 4050 screen is pretty much the same as what you get on the screen, and same as the Codan. What you see on the screen is what you get on the PC. So now when it comes to the apps, on the mobile phone apps, you pretty much get that on the mobile phone app for the Barrett. On the mobile phone apps for the Codan, it's somewhat limited in functionality and capabilities, but I've been told that Codan may be looking at this style of app for the smartphones, which is still not yet available. But anyway, I've like I said, I'll be pushing the Codan Barrow, so it's the Extend mobile phone app and its shortfalls. We'll just have to live with that for the time being. But anyway, they're the two of them side by side, all mouse driven, and as long as you've got a microphone and speaker on the PC, you can actually drive these from the PC. So haven't had a lot to do with remoting the Codan over a VPN yet, but I've done some testing with running the Barrett over VPN and running the app from a couple of hundred k's away, and it works quite well. So doing the testing on the Codan, I'm sure it will come up to the same spec. But anyway, that's just a brief overview of the both of them. Like I say, they're both very similar in the way that they operate on a PC. It's just that the smartphone level, that the Barrett has a far superior interface as far as an app goes. And not only that, the Codan, you need sales codes to make the virtual control point and or the Extend app, both different sales options. One's around 250, the other one's around 300. And not only that, you need a piece of hardware to make the Codan go on both the remote app or the remote virtual control point. All right, so upsides and downsides on both, but the Barrett, it's a hard one to beat, given that a lot of this stuff is built in. But you can see the size of the Barrett, no remote head. Well, you can remote the head on that, but look how clean and tidy the handpiece is on the Envoy. It's a pretty neat piece of gear, and all hangs off one thing that hangs off the dash, whereas you got to try and mount the remote head of the Barrett on the dash, so, or somewhere accessible. But I do like the virtual control point of the Codan on the PC based stuff. So hopefully they can get their act together and produce a nice little smartphone app that looks exactly like that. That would be fantastic. All right, everybody, let's round it up for now, and thanks very much.